Hey guys, wanted to give you an update here. Haven't been posting in a little while, and I'm trying to figure out. I've been procrastinating on this video. Made me angry, a little mad, but nevertheless, wanted to post this just because I feel like I'm right. But we will see how the outcome goes. So, wanted to tell you a little story here. So, on a Friday night, I went to town. I went to town just to get my car washed and get some gas, and there was an accident downtown. So of course, I went around it and staying out of the way. Wasn't trying to gawk or anything. And once I went past, I was like, oh, let's go down Second one more time here in town, and then I'll go home. So on my way down Second, wasn't being crazy, wasn't speeding, wasn't going fast, wasn't reckless driving, nothing. All of a sudden, lights lit up behind me. And so I got pulled over. And he says the reason he's pulled me over is because of my blue underlights. I said, okay, but the Wyoming statute states that no person shall drive or move any vehicle or equipment upon any highway with any lamp or device thereon capable of displaying a red or blue light visible from directly in front center of the vehicle, or directly in front of the center thereof. To me, I don't have any lamp or device on the front of my car, as in like an officer's vehicle or a patrol vehicle. Those are directly mounted on the front of the vehicle. So he writes me a ticket. No warning, writes me a ticket, and basically stating that he's had 35 years in this and saying he's won 50 or 60 of these. To me, has nothing to do about winning or losing. It's about the law and what it states. And so I'll go ahead and let you watch that footage here. closer.
Stop using your blue lights.
I'll get my license and everything. I'm fine with that. It's in my back pocket.
Any weapons in here?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can't have any blue or red lights that are visible from the front of the vehicle.
Correct.
The underglow reflects off the road visible from the front.
And I've actually been pulled over for that before.
Okay.
And the statute actually states that the lamp can't be visible from the front.
Well, your municipal court judges will disagree with you. So the reflection of the light also is basically you can't have any blue light. So it doesn't say specifically that the physical bulb itself.
It does say lamp.
Right, but again, I'm not going to argue with you. We can
Right.
do that in court. You have your insurance with you.
Yes, I do.
So
It's
you've
in the glove
stopped
box.
insurance before, right?
Yeah, and
Okay.
they've come back or they've said, well, I'll look up the statute, and we've looked it up, and
Good. So it just has a blue light visible from the front. So clearly your blue lights are visible from the front of the vehicle.
right, and
You
so
can have green, you can have yellow, you can have everything you want, but you can't have blue.
you,
So blue
you just want the
show
whole
up.
thing.
They usually in there.
But
So that expired in January.
oh, did I put that behind there?
But the municipal court judges I've written in 25 years of doing this, I've written probably 50 or 60 of these, and I've won every
Yeah?
one of them. So that I don't know what other court judges have said, but in municipal court you can't have it. What's your most current one? Is that the one that I looked at?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
it's probably on my phone.
That's fine. Just get a current one in here. It's only a month expired. And this is the 17 Ford Focus?
Yep.
Give me just a second. We'll get you on your way.
Okay. Really? Hold over for my underlights.
Side note, have you been stopped before for the window tint?
No.
Okay, so your windows are really dark. I'm not going to worry about it tonight. But it looks like they are technically too dark. If you want, I can get my window tint reader and show you. I'm not going to force that tonight, but it's up to you.
The hard part is I bought the car that way.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. It's just like if you buy a vehicle, dealerships don't care. They're going to make it look cool and
Right.
fancy because it sells, but they're not the one responsible. You are. You're the owner and you're the one driving.
Okay.
So they are pretty dark. Like I said, if you want to get my window tint meter, tell you exactly how dark, or you may want to get them online. It'll just save you another stop for the window. As far as tonight, the top information says on the 1st of February, just after 8 at 2nd and Country Club, decided for the blue lights visible from the vehicle, fine as 110. You have till the 28th of April to pay up, otherwise your rate will and everything. And you're paying for it.
Okay. Because I mean, well, so other officers that I've talked to,
Okay.
so basically, the glow, right?
Yeah, you can't have any blue light. So right now you're green light.
Right. Yeah.
And you would agree with that, right? And
Yeah.
if I stand in front of your vehicle, I can see your green light, right?
But the statute states the lamp,
Doesn't say
so it's
lamp,
the
it says
physical
that.
light bulb.
No, it doesn't. It says that you can't have any blue or red light visible from the front of the vehicle.
So
So as you pass me, I can see the blue light from the front of the vehicle,
right. So
illuminating at 360 degrees around your vehicle.
right.
You can
So,
have green all day long. You can't have blue or red.
so my curiosity on that, and just obviously conversation here, semis that you can see the red light reflecting from their semi trailer, you can see from the front of the vehicle.
I don't
Technically, that's illegal.
I don't know that I've ever seen like red lights visible from the front of a semi on their
Well,
trailer.
right. So,
So
but like on the back of their truck, right? It reflects on their trailer. If you're looking at the front of the semi, you can technically see the reflection or the
Possible.
glow
that's
from
very
the
possible.
front of the vehicle.
That's possible.
So isn't that similar than seeing the glow on the ground? You can't see the physical light bulb.
I don't get on the interstate a whole lot and run traffic, but I mean it's possible technically, yeah, that'd be illegal. Yep.
Okay.
So but again, that's a trooper question. I don't go work the interstate. I just work in town.
Okay.
My concern is that I can see blue lights from the front of your vehicle. And again, I've written 30 or 40 of these in the years, and people have argued that before that the actual bulb isn't showing. The judges agree that the luminescence of the bulb is showing, and that's how the statute was intended. Do you want me to get my window tint reader or no?
No, we're good.
Okay.
In the past, I've owned a Focus SVT. It was a black Focus with red accents, so obviously I went with red underglow. So I actually, back then, got pulled over by the Highway Patrol for the red underglow. And he had me get out of my car. He was kneeling down in the front of my car, trying to see the lights in front of my car. And he actually commended me for knowing the law. And so he said he was going to check the law out further and get back with me. Never heard from him again. I then owned a black Kia Soul, of course, with red accents. I there again had red underglow on that vehicle. I got new underglow kit that came with 2 small strips that I did install in the grille, that you could not see any of the light bulbs or the physical light from the front of the vehicle. You could see the glow in the grille. Now this was probably pushing it, since yes, it is in the grille and more noticeable from the front of the vehicle. So I got pulled over by the sheriff out here, and we went back and forth explaining how we interpret the law. He stated, I guess it's all in how you do interpret the law, so he gave me a written warning to show we had this conversation. Not sure what that meant, since it felt like I wasn't doing anything wrong. I ended up removing the grille lights just so there was no question. So then I get my FocusRS. And of course my family told me to embrace the blue. So I did. With all the blue accents on the car, I chose the blue underglow. And I guess this officer from the police department interprets the law that because he can see the blue glow, that is illegal. So he gave me a ticket for $110. I'm going to court on this, as I feel I'm in the right on this. What do you think? Why don't you comment down below? So that date is set for April. So, funny thing, to top it off, I decided to change my underglow to Cyan, which, if you look up the color, it's between green and blue. Here's what that looks like. And the difference between the blue and the Cyan. Funny thing is, I get pulled over a week later by the same officer who gave me another ticket. He also gave me a ticket for my tint. Now, yes, my tint is dark, but I feel they usually give you a ticket if they feel threatened or for their safety. I fully rolled down both of my windows, and so I didn't feel like I was hiding anything. But with the way he went ahead and wrote me a ticket. And so this is a fix-it ticket for my tint. So if I don't want to fix it, he said I can just pay the fine, which to me is kind of funny. But let's go ahead and watch that footage. I turned them to Cyan.
Okay, they look blue. Do you have a driver's license in your insurance?
Yes, I do.
I guess we'll just keep issuing citations until you figure it out. They are blue. All day long they're blue.
Can I change the color to see if you're okay with it?
Well, right now they look blue.
Okay.
So Cyan or blue, I don't know what Cyan is, but they're blue. Do you have your insurance with you?
I have it on my phone.
Is this a different color blue than what it was
can show you the
Sure.
blue I have.
Show me the other blue.
Okay.
And
Oh,
I
here.
can record it as well. So
Are
this
you
looks
are you
blue.
gonna give me a ticket?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I changed them.
Okay, and they're blue. So let's see the other color.
You want me to show you this first? Because I have to use my phone to change it.
Yep.
Okay.
The reason why we write citations is to curb behavior. And right now your behavior is currently you want blue.
Well, and that's why I changed it. So
you changed it from one shade of blue to another shade of blue?
Well, cyan.
I don't know what cyan is, but this is blue. So let's see the other color.
Okay. Sir, I really don't want a ticket. I'm trying to obey the law.
You're not
so
trying
I changed
to
it.
at all. You're not at all trying to obey the law. Because you get pulled over last week and told blue lights are illegal.
So this is blue.
Okay, that looks blue. I'm going to go back to the other one.
And then the other one was...
Yep, that looks blue also.
Like a...
Two different shades of blue. So hang on, I'll be with you in a minute.
Sir, I'd like to change it.
That's the window tint last time, right? So let me grab my window tint here.
Oh, come on. I heard that I don't have to.
They don't just write you a ticket.
Oh. Hi.
So roll up your window 3 or 4 inches.
Okay.
Again, I don't know why you're interfering with my investigation. Okay, 28 is the minimum.
I know it's
5. You can try your back windows. Just like I told you last week, they look like they're at 5%. Which ironically, they're at 5%. It's like I've done this a time or two, right?
right. And
I'll give you in a minute.
Sir. I mean, I'm trying to follow.
So, how about you just grow up and act your age and quit having the stupid high school lighting? I mean, that would be the easiest way. So, this looks a shade of blue, but it looks more green. Another officer might still say it's blue. So
it's all in how you guys interpret it to be able to write a ticket?
Well, the statute says blue. So this looks like a shade of blue that looks more green than the other two stupid colors that you've had previously. But another officer that hasn't seen compared to the other 2 shades of blue might say, nope, this is definitely it looks blue. So realize the state statute, and I checked it after you and I had the discussion last week, the state statute specifically says any vehicle capable of displaying a blue or red light.
Right.
Capable of displaying.
But the lamp on the front of the vehicle.
Even if you argue 100% this is green, it's still capable of displaying a blue light. So I think you're still in violation of the state statute because your vehicle is capable of having blue lights. They're visible from the front.
But I'm not
capable. All you gotta do is just flip a switch, right?
Yeah, which is hard to do. Which it takes my phone.
It's hard to do. You've done it twice in the last week.
Right, but I'm stopped. But that would require
but it's still
me
capable of doing it, right? So you're capable of changing the lights to blue, right?
Yes, but
okay.
the lamp isn't. The lamp itself isn't.
We've argued this before, so I'm not going to go into that argument again. What I'm telling you is that judges don't interpret it the way that you do, and that's what I fall back on. Is what did the judges say? The judges say that the vehicle is capable of displaying blue lights. It doesn't matter if you see the actual light bulb, but the luminescence of the light, which clearly you can. Hence why you have these silly colors on your vehicle.
what really got me is he told me to act my age. I'm not even sure what my age has anything to do with why he pulled me over. So for the second ticket, my court date's set for May, but I'm going to try to get both rescheduled for the same date. That way I can just take care of this all at once and see what the judge has to say. So my question to you, is it legal or not? Should it just be that the glow from the front of the vehicle is blue or red? Or should it be the physical lamp or device visible from the front of the vehicle, which means similar to patrol cars where they actually have red and blue lights on the front of the vehicle? And my lights, they're not flashing. I'm not trying to draw that type of attention, and nor has anyone ever pulled over because I was behind them with my blue underglow that you can see from the ground. So we'll see how this pans out, and I will give you an update after I go to court. Please like and subscribe. It all helps in the end.